We'll now begin our short presentations by our experts in property tax administration. Our first topic is Accessory Dwelling Units by Jennifer Budzak, Director of District Appraisals. Welcome, Jennifer.
Good morning and buenos dias. Over the past 5 years, our office has witnessed a major increase in the interest and construction of ADUs. Some property owners see them as investment opportunities and a possible solution to issues like our affordable housing challenges, and others just realize the need for more space or additional living quarters for their family members. Historically, building a duplex or additional units on your property has been common for property zoned for multifamily housing. However, recently passed legislation known as SB 9 was intended to encourage development for more housing, including ADUs. Los Angeles County has over half its residential land dedicated to single-family zoning, so we expect this trend to continue. This large increase in ADU construction and conversion has been overwhelming, and much more information is now needed so that property owners can plan for these additions effectively and wisely. So, how does the assessor's office fit into all of this? Well, the building of, and sometimes the alteration of an existing structure to be used as an ADU is considered new construction for property assessment purposes. When new construction, such as the addition of new residential units, occurs, the property will be reassessed. A reassessment due to new construction does not mean your whole property will be reassessed. Instead, the cost to construct the ADU is used to establish the value. That value is then added to the existing assessed value of the land and other structures on the property. The result is a new base year value for the entire property upon which taxes will be based. And generally speaking, new construction is assessed using the cost approach. The costs used by our office may not necessarily be your cost, but rather standardized regional costs that are typical of materials used for the quality of construction. An ADU can be attached or detached from the main dwelling. No matter how small it is, it does require a kitchen, a bathroom, a sewer connection, and permits. In general, replacing what is already there is not considered new construction. For example, if you replace the roof with a new roof, that is not reassessable. However, if you are altering a garage by adding the features necessary to convert it into an ADU, such as a kitchen or bathroom, there will be an upward reassessment. The increased property taxes after the whole permitting processing does catch many people by surprise and can cause some anxiety. That's why proper planning is so important. Let me give you an example. If you construct an ADU and it adds $250,000 in the overall value of your property taxes will increase approximately $2,500 per year, or 1% of the added value. However, note, you should also include about another 0.25% of the value to account for direct assessments such as sewer fees. Generally, the higher cost incurred for the construction, the higher the added tax will be. Building an ADU can be a complex and daunting process, but we hope this example and presentation helps you understand some of the implications of building an ADU that you should consider beforehand. For more information on how ADUs or new construction impact your property, our team is available to assist you at one of our resource tables, and I'm happy to take any questions from our audience about new construction. Yes, sir.
Well, you just mentioned that if you convert a garage, that your assessment will go up, right?
Correct.
Is that on the whole house though, then? If it's added to the garage or just the garage portion?
The garage portion is added to your existing taxes. So it costs you $100,000 to convert the garage to an ADU, a bedroom, for example. Take 1% of that 100,000 added to what you're already paying, and that's going to be your new tax bill, more or less, approximately. Any other questions about new construction? Yes, sir, I see your hand up.
Like a 800 to 1,000 square foot addition, what would be the taxes on something like that? Or is it different? It all depends on what you need.
It depends on the cost and quality of the construction. So if you build an 800 square foot, very simple 2-bedroom unit, that may cost you $200,000 to build that. But if you build 1,600 square feet with 3 bedrooms and very fancy finishes, and it costs you $400,000, the more you spend on it, the higher your taxes will be. That's how you should look at it.
No, but I mean, so it's no standard. I mean, like if you just do a basic, because that'll be the better way to do it. Is what you're saying. It's just do basic when you initially build the ADU, and then after you leave there, maybe you might add some wainscoting or some stuff like that. You maybe put granite in instead of mica. And then, because you don't need a permit to change it, just like you just said with the change of window, was it?
That's right. If you change your windows, if you re-roof, those kinds of things are not reassessed. But the higher quality materials that you put in your ADU, the more attractive it is to the market, right? The higher the cost is. So that will be added to your existing taxes. But if you do a very simple construction, it doesn't cost you very much. That is, take 1% of that and add that to your existing tax bill to get an idea of how much your new taxes will be.
And we remind you that we have the public service tables outside for very specific questions.
Yes, thank you. I
We'll
see
move on.
another hand up. Yeah, let's move on.
We have a question over here.
Okay.
Oh, hello. Yeah.
Hello.
I have a question. I don't know what mayor, maybe it was Eric Garcetti, that he allowed this to happen with the ADUs because, you know, he wants to curb homelessness. Now, I think part of the deal was that if the city of LA, if they permit the homeowners to construct ADUs, that the homeowners would in turn, is that they would rent on a lower rental basis. But if you get an investor or a person that is going to convert his garage into an ADU, well, he's going to look at the rents around the area, at the comparables, and say, look, I could rent out a 1-bedroom for there's a program that's called HUD-VASH. That stands for Housing of Urban Development, Veteran Affairs, Shared Housing. For 1 bedroom, they'll give me like $1,800. So what's the point, or how do we curb someone like that? You know, instead of renting their ADUs for a lower rent per month than just going all outright and renting it for the maximum. I mean that's the thing. What I'm trying to say is that the city of LA is that they're doing all of this to help homelessness.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you guys how will we control it?
Well, at the assessor's office, we're responsible for assessing the structures on the property and identifying ownership. So what your particular city, the rules or regulations in place about rent are not associated with the assessor's office. I can assist you with property taxes and how your ADU or new duplex or new apartment or new building is assessed, but I cannot assist you with the rent information. Another question?
Yeah, will the JADU, the tax will apply the same, like 1% increase as the ADU?
It's the same applied, whether it's a junior ADU, whether it's a second house, whether it's an apartment. Your taxes are about 1.25% of the total cost incurred, generally speaking.
We have
Room for one more question?
I listen to
Yes,
the
sir.
radio all the time in the news, and nothing is ever said about these homelessness. They come in from out of state. Nothing is said about that.
Yes. Well, with this new ADU encouragement, the lawmakers are trying to encourage more housing to be constructed instead of, in the past, you know, it was very common for duplexes and triplexes to be built, but now they're trying to utilize all those single-family homes that you see. They're trying to encourage homeowners to develop as an investment opportunity for additional housing on those particular lots. We'll have more information for you right outside in our table. We've got a lot of terrific assessor staff and very friendly who are willing to, they speak Spanish and can assist you with any particular questions you might have. Now I think I'm going to turn it over to the next speaker. Thank you very much.